is up, everyone? It's Takumi here, and welcome back to... I've never done this before. Welcome to my first episode of Let's Gay. I said I was going to be doing Warframe for my first episode of Let's Gay, just like with my first episode of Good Game. But I decided that I think it's safe to say my channel has officially been taken over by Destiny 2 hype. So I decided, let's go along with the flow. Fuck it, let's do a Destiny video. So I'm just gonna go on to Destiny and do a little bit of Crucible. Why not? And so let me explain this real quick for anyone who hasn't have hopped on the streams on Twitch. You should do. This was my first character because I played originally on the Xbox, and I played as a hunter. And I decided, I kind of want to do something different. Let's play as a warlock. And then that immediately fell to shambles because I couldn't play as a warlock very efficiently. So I immediately went back to hunter. As you can see, I'm a good level 40, light level 390. I got my Dawning shit on, along with a few exceptions like the Siva armor here and the Bones of Ao here. But I think other than those two pieces, everything I have is Dawning, and then I got my Zalo here. And then this is a character I made specifically for my my Twitch streams. Because I'm going through the entire story again, so I just made a whole new character. Okay, so now I guess I have to do something to sync the gameplay with the face cam video. So, oh, Iron Banner. Who cares? I'm sorry. I've never really been too big of a fan of the Iron Banner because the gear that it has always been kind of lackluster to me. Although Destiny 2 looks like they're gonna bring some dope Iron Banner shit to the table. I was looking at some Iron Banner stuff for Destiny 2 because in one of the clips of the gameplay trailer, there was a hunter wearing full like Iron Banner stuff, and it looked really fucking lit. Like he was decked out in all this samurai gear, and he was holding like a scimitar / wakizashi type sword. It was pretty awesome. So I think Destiny 2, I'm gonna get a lot more into Iron Banner because the gear there is gonna be a lot better. But Destiny 1, I was never really into Iron Banner. I played it during the beta, and then I maybe partaken it twice throughout the entirety of the 3 years I played this game. So I've never really been into it. So I'm going to go into normal Crucible, and let's do some control. This wasn't available earlier. I'm actually happy it's available now. So in my last video, a couple of my friends who subscribed to me and watched my videos, they were telling me that, I do talk about political stuff sometimes, so why didn't I mention the Manchester attack that happened just literally the day of that recording? To answer this question here, I just kind of figured, I did talk about political stuff on my channel, and that is something I would normally touch upon, but I was making a Destiny 2 video. It was lighthearted for the most part. I didn't want to put in a part of the video where I'm, angry and sad the whole time, because I was genuinely livid over this. It didn't really feel like it had a place in that type of video, you know what I mean? Wow, I totally just stole someone's kill. I'm so sorry. What were you doing, sir? He didn't shoot a bullet. What are you doing, sir? See, guys, I am good at Crucible. Just, yeah. So I wanted to talk about, oh shit, is my mic on? There we go. Okay, so my mic was on. Whoops. So in my last video, I was kind of kissing Destiny 2's ass for the most part of it. Mainly because at the time I thought it was like perfect. I thought they did everything right. And they did, honestly. They fixed a lot of the problems. I'm still super excited for the game, and I can't wait for it to come out. But now that I had time to think about it, since it's been 2 weeks since I last uploaded a video, I was kind of thinking like there are a few problems I have with the game. Pretty much all of the problems I have with the game can be boiled down to Bungie is giving Crucible a louder voice than Vanguard. Like it almost kind of feels like they're letting PvP players dictate mechanics for the rest of the game, and it just doesn't feel right. You know, a guy who goes into Crucible shouldn't be able to dictate what I'm able to do in the European Dead Zone. You know what I mean? They had that same problem with Destiny 1 too. Like the people who play Crucible were able to dictate what I was allowed to do in the Cosmodrome and shit, and it just. I just don't really feel like that's right. One of the problems I had with the game was the new subclass system. You know, we were sacrificing subclass customization for more uniformity in perks and stuff like that. Why did they do that? For more linear gameplay, for more uniform gameplay, so that there's less crazy variables in PvP. Like I said, they're letting Crucible dictate what happens in the rest of the game. And same thing with the way armor works now. Like your armor builds up your agility, recovery, and armor instead of your intellect, discipline, and strength. Now, I don't have a problem with this. I actually kind of like this. I hate everything. I actually kind of like this because it makes it so that, you know, a Titan, for instance, doesn't inherently have more armor. Like if a Titan wanted to have more agility than some hunters, then all he has to do is find the right armor pieces, build up his agility, and bam. Now I'm pretty sure they're still gonna make it so that Titans inherently have more armor, hunters inherently have more agility, warlocks inherently have more recovery. It just works that way. You know, Titans aren't made to be agile. But with this, they're making it so that Guardians are able to customize their stats more freely. Like, they're not restricted to what their inherent advantages over most other Guardians. You know, like hunters aren't restricted to having more agility. If they wanted, they can have more armor. And I don't really have any problem with them, you know, trashing intellect or discipline or strength, because there's still gonna be armor and weapon perks that allow you to increase your cooldown on your super or grenade or melee ability. So all I have to do is find the right armor piece and my super will charge faster than other Guardians. Simple as that. But it's the reason they did it that pisses me off, because again, they did it for a more uniform and linear gameplay, so that it's more balanced in the Crucible. By the way, speaking of Destiny 2, I actually got a hold of the Homecoming soundtrack, the first mission soundtrack in Destiny 2. It sounds pretty dope. I know the picture had nothing to do with the music, but just go along with it. I might actually make an AMV out of that song and a bunch of like cutscenes from Destiny 2, because I haven't made an AMV in a super long time. I think the last one I made was like Clannad with Icarus by Hope Shall Last, which is a really heart-wrenching AMV that I made. You should definitely go check it out. Link will be in the description. But you know, I've always had fun making AMVs. You know, they're just kind of simple little music videos that are actually really fun to make. And so I might make one next for my next video. And don't worry, my content is not going to be AMVs. I'm probably not going to make another one for quite a long time, but just humor me this one time. I haven't made one in a while, and I actually kind of miss making them, so just this one time. I'll let you guys decide, though. If you want to see an AMV for my next video, let me know down below. Actually, I don't know why I'm asking for comments. I'm probably only going to get like 20 views on this video. If you don't want to see an AMV for my next video, comment down below. I've broken the system. But don't get me wrong from what I said before. I'm still super excited about the game. I think there are so many things that they're doing right with Destiny 2 that they didn't do with Destiny 1. I really do think Destiny 2 will be a better Destiny, and I am excited for its release. I just, you know, I was a little too quick to say that it's a perfect game or that they did everything right. There were a few things that I'm a little pissed off about. This is the map that I completed the sword Sword Reforged mission on Xbox One.
Bravo team.
On Xbox One, I have the Bolt Caster, which is like one of the exotic swords.
I know you can fight, but can you hold territory?
And it's pretty great. It's like it's my favorite sword in the game. But I don't want to do it again because the mission was a pain in the ass, and it literally took me 2 weeks to do. I'm not doing it again. I'm good with my my Dreadfang.
You're in the lead.
To be honest, I don't need the Bolt Caster
Zone B.
on both consoles. I'm good with it staying on Xbox One. I really don't want to do that mission again. I'm stealing people's kills. I feel horrible. I'm doing not so hot this game. Yep. We'll just ignore those stats. You didn't see those statistics. You didn't see those numbers on my screen. Those aren't a thing that exists. You didn't see them. I'm not doing horrible.
A neutralized.
Are you kidding me? So a lot of people were telling me that the Arc Strider coming up in Destiny 2 looks too similar to the Blade Dancer, and I do agree with them. And I do kind of agree with them. Like the Arc Strider is very similar to the Blade Dancer, but I personally I have faith in Bungie that they're gonna make it so that it's not, you know, just copy and paste from Blade Dancer. Like it actually does play differently.
Heavy ammo available. Zone A secure.
I hate that subclass. So I'm still pretty excited for Arc Strider, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, I have faith that Bungie is gonna make it so that Arc Strider is different from Blade Dancer, with the longer weapon and all the acrobatic animations, along with all the subclass perks. I think they are gonna make it so that it's different, but we'll just have to wait and see. You know what I mean? We'll just have to keep our faith in Bungie, wait till the beta, and see what happens. There we go. Tastes like juicy fruit. So I actually saw more consoles video. I think it was yesterday, about the London Bridge attack and how like he was in the middle of it. Bro, I can only imagine how terrified he was during that time. That was crazy. Like I saw the thumbnail and the title in my subscription feed, and I'm like, okay, here's another Paul Joseph Watson video. Because it seemed like his sort of style, you know what I mean? But then I looked at like the channel and saw it was more console, and I was like, wait, this isn't Paul. This is more console, the dude who talks about Destiny 2. Why is he talking about the London Bridge attack? And then I saw the video and saw that, like, you know, he was in the middle of it while it happened, and I was like, okay, makes sense now. Dude, that's some scary shit. It's good that he, like, opened up a fundraiser, though. That's pretty cool.
Control.
I've always wanted that Osiris cloak, but I've never gotten into Trials of Osiris. You know what I'm actually most excited about in Destiny 2, other than, you know, obviously the Arc Strider subclass, is guided games. Because I'm that type of character where I've always wanted to do raids, but I can never seem to get a full team of 6 together and do a raid. I feel disgusting about what I just did. Come on! Fucking sniped, bro. He got clipped out of the air, holy shit.
It was at this moment Jackson knew. He fucked up.
God damn it.
Lost the lead.
God damn it. That fucking over... Dude, I'm so excited for Sentinel. I cannot be happy enough about saying goodbye to this stupid Defender bubble, I swear to God. I kid you not, I was on Mayhem the other day, and this kid had this kid playing a fucking Defender had his bubble up for like 6 years. And I'm sitting there in cover, like, okay, when is the shield going down? When is the shield going down? And it just never goes down. Like, it just stayed there forever. And then so I finally got out my gunslinger and said, okay, fuck this. I charged straight into his shield and rammed him with a fiery bullet of vengeance. You pussy. Oh my lord! Their entire team has heavy ammo.
Zone C secure.
You're kidding me! Hi. We just got... Hey dude, what's up? Okay, that was a problem. That was a mistake on my part. But no, you see what I mean? Like, people can just throw out their bubble and jerk off holding on to the trigger of their gun, getting kills.
5 minutes remaining.
Not even having to worry about death. It's so annoying. I cannot be happier to say goodbye to the stupid defender bubble and hello to the sentinel shield. Because at least with the sentinel shield, they actually have to have some bit of skill to use it. You know, they can't just slap it down and jerk off into it. Oh my... Again! He panicked and threw up his shield. He saw me and just threw up his shield. There was nothing I could have done.
Enemies almost won.
Fuck you. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll have the Clannad AMV as well as more consoles London Bridge Attack video in the description below. I'm excited for the beta. We'll see what Bungie ends up doing with all the shit that they have. Hopefully they fix some of the problems that they have currently with Destiny 2. And hopefully the things that we think are problems turn out to not be very big problems. You know how all this stuff goes with new games. We don't know what's coming, so we're just kind of like, I hope it's good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And this is Akuma, signing out.